So it's 3:37, and it's quiet as shit in my house still. So there's that. Good morning, good morning. This has to do with Stabby Daddy. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining. Hello, 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 hello. So first off, I did not spread the rumor of Starlin. I wanted the comment gone. That's all I wanted was the comment gone. And now it's been blamed on me. Stabby Daddy is a scam. I don't know how any of you are supporting that bullshit. Everything he says about my sister's true. Everything he says about me, a fucking lie. I wish the little punk would unblock me. Fucking coward won't. Thank you for joining. Say hello. shut it all the way off? I don't know how to. Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Mr. Wonders, thank you for joining. What is everyone doing? Mr. Wonders, hi Lucy. I don't know why that's so. As I say, the camera was flipped. The camera was flipped. Oh, well, good night, Lucy, good night, or good morning, it's morning where I am. I took a late afternoon nap, but I'm already awake, and I have to wake up in a little bit. And I want to make, my daughter wants an omelet before school. And then we're getting ready for camping. Hope you can get sleep soon too and have a great Friday and weekend. Yes, I was only awake because I've been busy. And I took a late afternoon nap yesterday. You have a great Friday and weekend as well. I don't even know. Do I even know you, Lucy? I don't think I even know you, Lucy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Do you know I haven't seen Jen at all? Why'd you go over there, flower power? Wasn't you just in my other live? I'm double living to watch the names coming in. Hello, hello, hello. to get my daughter up at 5:30. Because she gets on the bus early this year. The focus off me. Interesting, Stabby Daddy. You think you're so clever, Stabby Daddy. Stabby Daddy lying about me, Stabby Daddy. My friends have the proof of you messaging them. The proof is in the pudding. Hi, radio. The whole cyber cult's back together. Crispy at KFC, Colton. Abby Sweetser's Colton. They're all back together with Felicia. And Felicia and Sheena are all besties. And they're all back together. They're all one big happy family, don't you know? Don't you know they're a big happy family? I never once started that fucking rumor about Starlin. I wanted the comment about my fucking niece off Lance's live. I wanted it off the live. I didn't start shit. I said it shouldn't have stayed up there. That comment shouldn't have been up there. What's up, undercover? Hi, Rose. Rose, don't you support Sheena? Don't you support Sheena? Hi, Spicy. Thank you for joining. Welcome back, Radio Rebel. Not too much, not too much. I took a late afternoon nap, so then I couldn't sleep tonight, but now it's too early in the morning to fall asleep because I gotta get up at 5:30 anyway, and I'm already awake. And my daughter wants me to make an omelet, an egg omelet for breakfast before school, so I'm just kind of vibing out now. If I go to sleep, I'll be too tired to get up. But that's why I don't usually take late afternoon naps. Stabby Daddy's a liar. That's what's going on. Stabby Daddy's lying about me. He isn't lying about the other sisters, but somehow I got brought in the narrative. And I want to know why Joshua Davidson is bringing me into it. And then they write Jessica Johnson bully. Obviously, there's an a friend that wishes they could be my friend. This mess is from Stabby Daddy. Stabby Daddy. I wanted to comment on my knees down. I didn't spread the rumors. Get the focus off me. That's actually what Felicia's trying to do, and Sheena. Get the focus off them. That's why they gaslight me. Big difference. Just gonna let this one go live for 30 minutes. It's not gonna help her at all. Her getting with all the haters and all the people that went, no, she knows what she did. She knows what she did. Sheena knows what she's doing. speak or forever hold your peace. Hi, Marvel. Hello. I'm new here. Well, hello. Radio Rebel. Why do you keep going in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out? Rebel, are you friends with Stabby Daddy now? Oh, that's fine. Hi, Crazy Karma. I don't think you're new, though. I've seen you in my live before. Crazy Karma. I've seen you in my live before. Just saying. I have seen you in my live, though. Mommy of the boys, you're a supporter. You're a supporter, which actually means you're only pretending to get along with me, and I know this. I do know this. I thought your apology was sincere. But being that all of this got gaslit to me and Stabby Daddy, his false apology, I just don't got time for any of it. I don't. I'm doing better than any of you want to fucking see, and that's too bad for you. 100%. So, either you'll speak in my live or forever hold your peace. I have a whole bunch of shit coming up. I got fucking mammograms, ultrasounds on my heart, and my own fucking twin's gonna try to accuse me of being on drugs because she fucking relapsed on them. I mean, are you guys that uneducated? Come on. It's pretty obvious who's gaslighting who. I know, undercover. I usually just listen while I'm doing housework. Then Crazy Karma, you're not new. Hello everyone, how are you? Hi Bonnie, welcome in, thank you for joining. Bonnie, I also see that you're supporting Felicia, and I really want to talk to you, Bonnie. Because I got 2 lives going on right fucking now. Because I'm making it really fucking clear. Anybody that supports my twin sister and all the slander and the bullshit she's pulling, when you can clearly, if you have a brain, anybody that has a brain could see what Felicia and Sheena are doing right now. It's unbelievable. I will go down a blog party. I don't care how many fucking people I blog. Most of you I thought were real. Most of you thought was understanding. All I ever fucking did was do what I thought. It just doesn't even fucking make sense how you're all enabling this shit. By the way, I'm talking to 2 different lives in case nobody knows. I have a live going on this account and my other account. I really, really hope you meant it because I did not spread no rumors of Starlin. I wanted that comment of my damn niece taken down. I did. And my real friends wouldn't sit with people that are lying. That's how I know my friends are my friends. So Bonnie, are you gonna talk? You're just gonna hit the likes? I want to really know where you stand, Bonnie. I just want to know where you stand, Bonnie, because I really thought you were real, and now I'm seeing a lot of bouncing back. A lot of bouncing back. A lot of bouncing from hers to hers to hers. And it was nothing but real. I'm back. It wouldn't let me comment. It wouldn't let you comment on the other one. Like, you can see what Felicia's doing and you're over there. You see what the fuck's going on. You see it. But why are you supporting it? Fuck's going on. You see it. But why are you supporting it? Why are you supporting it? Yeah, but you're not writing that to the ones being unappreciative. You're not writing that over in Felicia's live. And my condolences. But none of those sisters would ever care to lose me. None of them. That's why none of them care that I might have cancer. And we won't know until I get the testing. None of them care. That's why they're all gaslighting that I'm sick on my own. I asked for it. I'm a rug user. I'm a rug addict. All this shit they want to accuse me of when I don't even medically know what is going the fuck on with me yet. I have an MRI, mammogram, coming up. I have an ultrasound on my heart coming up. And they all want to fucking act like this. They want to get 20 times worse. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I'm deeply sorry for your loss. But I have siblings that wouldn't care to ever fucking lose me. And everybody's supporting that. Radio Rebel, why are you bouncing? I'll block you. I'm about to block your ass for bouncing. You're part of the cult. That are your friends with Felicia. I don't know which one yet. Speaker forever. I couldn't read the chat. I hope everything goes good. That's a scary situation. The whole dynamic of what the sisters are doing to me is fucking scary. Right? Felicia fucks up, I get blamed. And then a whole platform believes it. Sheena fucks up, I get blamed. The fuck? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Now Crispy at KFC, Abigail Sweetser, and all of them are being nice to Felicia. Felicia's the one that fucking told me everything that group was doing. And thank God she did. Mama boys, are you still in here? So, because I don't have a community that is sending me packages and sending me $100 payouts, that means I don't have friends that appreciate me. Bullshit. I got fucking friends. I don't need friends to send me their money or their packages. I got fucking friends. If that's the only thing you consider a motherfucking friendship, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. They call me Wish. Hello. Chevy girl, who are you? Yes, I see you got some gifts. That's awesome. I didn't get no fucking gifts. What are you fucking talking about, Bonnie? What do you mean? The few TikTok gifts that I've already exchanged and re-gifted to other people tonight. I got $30 last week, and that took me 2 weeks to save it, and that was to make sure I had gas in my tank. But you know, I'm not allowed to say that. No. Those boxes in the screenshot is what Mommy of the Boy sent Stabby Daddy. Stabby Daddy's trying to tell people if you don't get a whole bunch of gifts and you don't get a whole bunch of boxes from people, you don't have friends or a community. That's what Stabby Daddy's spreading for awareness here. I didn't get shit, I didn't ask for shit, I didn't need shit. Everything I've done for my family, I've done on my own. Every motherfucking thing I've done for BB, I've done on my own. Felicia's lying about fucking everything. You're all just fucking believing it. All of you. Has your son started school yet? Both my kids have started school. They had 2 amazing be their third amazing day, and then we're going camping. And I can't wait to go camping. Yeah, it ain't about battling for me. My husband's got 2 jobs now. I don't need money. I need to spread awareness that the slander of my name needs to fucking stop. The lies in 2 years that have been up against me. It needs to stop, Sheena fucking Sweetser. It needs to stop. I'm not kidding. I've been saving on the side. I got a lawyer I've been talking to. I can't wait. I think they're gonna have the best year yet. It's our little vacation to get away. We're excited. I don't encourage anybody to sit on here and want something from somebody else. All I ever wanted was friendships. And both sisters have sabotaged me even having that, so I know who my friends are. I know who fakes to be my friends, just to fit their narrative. I know. Well, Sheena Sweetser just came in here, but she's got nothing to say. Which means she unblocked me just to come in. Yeah, she definitely needs to breathe and calm down. But then even her excuses of crashing out, I'm coming off of this. Before that, it was a different medication she was on. Before that, you can't just keep justifying your actions and gaslighting that it's something else, right? We all have the choice. You have the choice to stay sober, or you have the choice to relapse. She made the choice to relapse. With that relapse comes consequences. That's all on her. I'm here to protect the children, and that's what I've been called to do, and what I shall continue to do. Protect the children. And mama boys, you never even really comment much. You just come in, you just chill, you don't comment much. Hi, Shauna, welcome back. Nothing went. Everything that's been painted in the version of Felicia has been painting. It's been distorted. It's been distorted and defamated. Anybody in my fucking position would have absolutely said yes to their nephew, would have never said no again, and I didn't. I said yes, and I'm gonna prove to him why I said yes. It's not my fucking problem that his mother failed within a week of being around him. Failed. Felicia, she openly admitted it, and then to keep her away from the kids and our kid, she crashed out for the last 3 days on me. I've been documenting and keeping track of all of it, just like the offices encouraged me. Because like they said, she can have her tantrum online. If she brings it personal, it's illegal. And then there's different grounds. My health is fine. I have a very loving, supporting family right under my roof that also encouraged that Felicia's sickness, Sheena's sickness, and Katie's sickness is all a choice that they all chose to choose. The medical conditions I'm dealing with is not substance abuse. It's not. I fainted the other day with my twin sister in front of me because they found out I have severe low iron, and I've been on iron medication since because I have medical issues that I'm trying to figure out, that I'm the addict because Felicia's the one that relapsed. She's the one actually, what'd she call it, addict shaming. She's the one actually doing it. She wasn't there for me. My countertop catched me. And then that same day, she looked right at me in my house after I was already recovering from fainting and had to lay on my bed and put my legs up. She had the fucking nerve to ask me if I was on substances. That's what she did. She's like, well, you had me worried. I thought you were on something. And I was like, on something? Good morning. I was like, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck just happened to me. What do you mean on something? Yeah, I know, that's what my family said. That's what my family said, Pony. I'm only keeping the account just to fucking keep as evidence, but eventually people will see the real truth. I mean, I'm calm as a whistle because I didn't yell, I didn't crash out tonight. My whole house stayed asleep while I was live. That's how calm I was. The belt. The what? Since being on the iron, I feel better, but now it's actually weird when you get, like, at first, it's so weird because there's so many other things happening. Yeah, but the other day, even when I was screaming at her, and I keep playing it back, and I keep seeing that clip that everyone got, I still wasn't as irate. Rito Rebel, you're about to get blocked if you don't fucking talk this one last time. I'm not kidding. I'm really not. Because you just keep bouncing from this live over here to this live, to this live, to this live, and you're not saying a thing. Like, you're not saying a fucking thing. So, I'm good. I'm good. I'm asking him to give me a referral for a neurologist, because I have a follow-up after I get the mammogram and the ultrasound on my heart. They already did the pelvic ultrasound, plus the CAT scan I got the other night. So, that's all September 4th. September 4th is an ultrasound on my heart. And, a mammogram. And then I have a follow-up to talk about all the results so far. So, September 4th. September 4th. I've had an EKG. They're going to do an ultrasound. And then they're going to compare the EKG from, I think it was a couple of years ago I had an EKG. Yes, I had a friend say that I need to get a referral that says, I need a referral for an MRA. An MRA is a scan of your brain. Yes, White Orchard, I finally am. It's crazy how when you lose a lot of weight in 4 months, how concerned they get. Yes, they're going to compare. They're also comparing my September 4th. I get a mammogram. But about 4 years ago, I already had a mammogram. And there was a lump in my mass where I was supposed to go to a follow-up, and I ended up homeless. So I'm doing the follow-up now to get more imagery on my breast. And they're going to take that mammogram from 4 years ago and compare it to the mammogram now to see efficiency. So they're doing like a whole bunch of run-ups. And it was weird because when all this was going on, my twin cried to me in my room and she was bawling her eyes out going, I can't be strong right now, I can't do this. She weren't even the one going through it. Thank you, Bonnie. And I pray too every day. Prayers are what is most important because the power of prayer can take away anything that's going on faster. Thank you for the lives. Good morning. Grandma Crochet Corner. I ain't seen you in a while. How are you? Good morning. I don't know if anyone can comment over here or not. Chuck said morning. Sheena Deal, congratulations. I've been sober for 8 years now. I didn't relapse, all by the grace of Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. I just seen your comment. Other people are commenting. I did. But there's not a lot. They're just coming in, I guess. You're welcome. I just seen it. I weren't trying to avoid. I got a couple things going on right now, you know. So congratulations. Keep up the amazing work. And see, Stabby Daddy saying a part of recovery is relapsing for everybody. That is such a false addict shaming comment because some people in recovery relapse or experience relapse. Then you have a handful of people that never experience relapse by the grace of God. So him saying all addicts relapse is an absolute fucking lie, and Stabby Daddy should not be spreading that at all. Thank you for the tap. Oh, my boys, you're not saying it. Prayers, Jessica. This turns out to be just a reminder to take care of yourself. White Orchard, what the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean, White Orchard? What does that even mean? Prayers, Jessica. This turns out to be just a reminder to take care of yourself. What does that mean? I've been on a 2-year journey of taking care of myself, 3 to be exact. 3 years ago is when I started worrying, taking care of myself better, changed my eating, my exercising, my activities. I did everything to better, and I got sicker. Medically sicker? What do you mean? A reminder to take care of myself. I was taking care of myself as well as my whole family. I just was actually getting iller. Right? The healthier I ate, the worse I felt. The more weight I've lost, the worse I felt. I'm not on fucking caffeine pills like Felicia said. I'm down to 176 pounds and they're not really wanting me to lose any more weight right now. I don't know how that has to do with taking care of myself. I have been taking care of myself. That's why I have all these appointments coming up. Because I've been taking care of myself. That doesn't even make sense. That is not terrible. Terribly serious. You don't feel well and not hungry. What? I don't feel well and not hungry. You don't even know what what's been going on. I've been having for 2 years sharp radiating pain going up my neck where I can't turn my neck left or right. And with that sharp pain up my neck, I get a migraine in the back of my fucking head. It got so bad one day I fainted. That's what got me into the doctors. Then I found out my fucking iron was low. So with all that going on, ampetosis in both of my shoulders, plus a chronic knee issue, it is my whole fucking body. My whole body, it's not just tired and not hungry. You're just believing Felicia. Like, are you kidding me? I've cried about it for almost fucking 12 years, about all this pain, since my daughter was born 12 years ago. I've been telling them about the ovarian pain, the neck pain. In Rumford, when I lived up in Rumford years ago, they told me they believed my degenerating disc disease in my neck was causing me to have headache spasms in my head. That's what they told me. So there's a whole bunch of shit just going on than just being tired and not hungry. Yeah. Wait, Google this. Undercover what? Yeah, I bet I've been getting second opinions and third opinions and fourth opinions. My daughter is 12 years old. I've seen actually a lot of different doctors for the same complaints. I'm just finally getting a little bit more imagery than they've ever done, because they've always blamed it on this or that, or they blamed it on obesity. They used to blame it on I needed to exercise. They have found now they're not blaming it on nothing. They just don't know. Okay, hold on. No, they don't. It's some diagnosis. Like my grandfather went several years. My grandfather complained for years and years and years and years. And then in his late 60s, he was diagnosed with leukemia. So, you guys really just have no idea how medically fucked our family is too, not just mentally. There's a lot of genetic medical issues in our family too. I had sweet syndrome. Yes, and even that person, I want to get out of the area I'm in right now to get all of this testing. I want to be referred to a better place in Maine. Yes, Bonnie, that's what I'm talking about. I want to get right the fuck out of this town. With all of it. I want to go where my father fought his cancer and he's in remission. I want to be referred to that place. For all of it. Ooh, what is that undercover? Because they have it on my thing, history of severe head. They wrote it on my record that I have severe head injury. Because when I was 3 years old, I fell off a swing set. And it's funny because right in the back of my head where I get this severe migraines, I told the woman where it feels like it starts in my neck and it goes right up to the back of my head. Well, when I was 3 years old, I fell off a swing, my parents said, and I cracked my head open on a big rock. So I believe it's a lot of fucking neurological too. I believe it's been neurological that got missed. Like, it looks like a mental illness, but I think it's brain shit. I think it's really been brain shit all along. From head trauma. So at 3 years old, I split my head open. Then later on in life, I kept getting hit and knocked out. I was in an abusive relationship for years and kept getting choked until I passed out. strangulation with my ex, things like that. So I just think it's neurologically time to take the fuck care of it. Thank you so much, Gina. How you doing? Yes, he's in remission. He is. So my grandfather had leukemia, terminal. He's in heaven now. And my father, his son, my father had stage 4 throat, and it moved to lymph node cancer in his neck. And it was stage 4, unoperable for my dad. So, the doctor that I just seen recently said, with such a huge history of cancers, and not being the same type, because my grandfather had the leukemia, my father ended up having the throat and lymph node cancer. That's why the doctor got concerned, because there's a huge genetic, and my sisters fucking know this. They fucking know this. And I don't know if they're just too scared to deal, because when my dad got the cancer, they all got scared and bailed. Like, I helped my stepmom and my father. My husband stayed home with my daughter. I was the one that helped bring him to radiation and chemo. So, predisposition. What's that? A predisposition. Predisposition. What's that? My husband's brother thinks that it's a pinched nerve. He had a pinched nerve in his neck. I'll have to look that up, sweetheart. I'll have to look that up because I don't have a clue what that is. And right now I'm just going to wait until all my appointments before I look anything up. Because like I said, I've been complaining for freaking years about this. They even thought it was the mill when I lived in Rumford, Maine, Mexico, where Felicia lives right now, that area. They thought maybe the mill was causing these weird headaches. And when I say weird, it's like in the back of your head, but it's not like it's like if you get a migraine in the front of your head, but it radiates only in the back of it. So, I don't know. I thought family would be more supportive, but when they only care about themselves, how can they be? How can they truly be? At White Orchard, are you supporters of, like, a supporter of Felicia? Thank you for the likes. And Grandma Crochet Corner, you're back, but you're not gonna say nothing, are ya? You're just not gonna say nothing. I had that, and it's a headache. Starts back at that. It's worse than a migraine. I can't. Worse than a migraine. I can't. Oh. Grandma Crochet Corner keeps coming in, but won't say anything. They just keep coming in and going out. Same with Radio Rebel. Radio Rebel keeps going in and out, in and out. Minger, Coo, and Kern go on curtain. The Minger. Just go to bed. I don't know who that is. That's weird. And surgery on my right side. Oh shit. Did it feel better though? Did the headache stop? Did the headache stop? Alright, so I gotta plug it. Somewhat they did. Somewhat they did. So it wasn't fully better. Grandma Crochet Corner came in here. I was wondering who would come in as soon as I ended my other one. I can't wait to I just hope the lump on my right side. That kind of headache. That's a big word, and for me being so smart, what does that big word mean? Are you talking about that? Oh, see, I don't know about all that. I know the only thing that can stop it when it really gets going for me is no lights. I have to shut everything down. And sometime, one night it was so fucking bad, the only thing that would stop it is if I stood in the shower with the warm water and with the massaging of the back of my head with the warm water. I just stayed in the shower forever. It was the only thing that gave me some type of relief, was being in the shower. And then I'd get out of the shower, and then I would lay down, and not even 5 minutes later, the headache would come back. So I'm always nauseous. Darkness, ice pack. Yeah, I do all of there was one night I sat there and I was just like, I just sat there and I massaged my head for I think I was massaging my head right in my sleep. I was just in tears. My husband felt so bad I almost went to the fucking ER for it. My brother's husband. No, my brother's husband. My husband's brother. My husband's brother. See, I did that dyslexic. And see, dyslexia seems to be like a normal thing too. It's so confusing. Anyway, my husband's brother got the Botox. His brother did the Botox, and he's gotten less headaches and less neck pain. It brings on the nausea. I hate the nausea. The pain, and then the nausea, and then the feeling like you have no appetite. The combination makes you a hot mess express, but I'm still doing everything like I need to. I'm sharing this, not like I can't be a mother, I can't be a wife. It's just, I have to do it with all of that going on too. So I've been taking care of myself for so many years, it feels like, and like I told the doctors, I did everything to get healthier and I feel sicker. I did everything. I got out of fast food. I did portion controls. I stopped drinking sodas. I drink less energy drinks. I switched to Mio's. Mio that you add to the water so it's healthier. I don't eat as much meat, but I eat some meat. I try to eat healthier than I do snacks and junk, so I literally thought I was doing everything everything for self-care. And now, as healthy as I want to feel like I am, I just don't feel it. There's just so much going on all at once. Medically. Mentally, I feel great because of all the blessings that's been coming and all the joy and smiles that I haven't seen on. So, my kids are just so happy. That's all I'll leave it at. And try not to be nervous for Mama. Most of the drama in my life wasn't around. You guys gotta remember, I wasn't talking to Felicia. Right? I moved in here. She made that false call against me. I wasn't even talking to her or having anything to do with them. Anything. The only reason why I started talking to her again is when our son asked to come live with me. And when our son came to ask to live with me, I thought there was room for reunification. However, shortly after that, there was no room for reunification. That's why we're at. I love when the children are happy. Oh, I pray they take good freaking care of me. I guess at our hospital we have a huge cancer, a breast cancer place up at our hospital now, and I didn't even know that. So everyone's saying it's really nice and they're super sweet. Oh, my children are loving, like, they love not living next to people. They love having no neighbors. It's just beautiful. We love our little farm, and almost all of our chickens are laying their eggs. We got a blue egg, an olive color egg. All our ladies are laying their white eggs. So we have plenty of eggs. We're doing the farm thing. And see, I was enjoying my vegetable garden and my farm life. But even had to slow down with that. And my husband had to take over with all of that. Because I don't do too much extravagant, too much of anything. Like, I'll go pick a few vegetables in the garden, but I don't want to overdo it. I've been very cautious with myself, even more since the fainting, because I just don't want to overdo it. I don't want to overdo it. Maybe 2 boys. Why are you even in here? Why are all of Sheena's people coming in here? I know how you all feel about me. And I just don't know why you're coming in here. I'm talking about my medical issues, so you can all sit in Sheena's live and make fun of me with her and make it sound like they're not real. Oh, I get it. That's what you like to do. I get it. So maybe the boys, hello. Are you gonna say anything? I mean, if any of you are watching this only to see if you think I'm gonna crash out, I didn't even crash out earlier. I was live with my whole twin doing her thing, and my whole house stayed asleep. I was walking around in my house with everyone sleeping. Nobody woke up. Then she went live with Sheena and Abigail, and I still didn't. So you guys ain't gonna get what you want. That's what you're looking for, but it's not what you're gonna get. And even the crash out that you all call a crash out that I do with my twin, the only one that crashed out on that live was my twin. I was only speaking facts. That pissed her off. Oh, does it work? Oh my gosh. I just been taking Tylenol alternated with ibuprofen. Felicia, Abigail, and Sheena. Sheena, Abigail, and Felicia all went live to say that I was dangerous. They said I was dangerous. Yes, I'm always thirsty, and it feels like there's always like a lingering headache. But I told them that. Yes, they all went to live together. They're all basically So you know how Crispy at KFC and Billy and all them, and how Amy Anderson, which is Blue, and they all admitted that they got in the Discord chat with Sheena, and how they all were like putting all that false stuff together to put perjury against me for that protection or harassment. Well, that's now who Felicia's clapping all up again with the whole cult. Very good, Reverend for your pain. The Tylenol altering the ibuprofen. Billy is Crispy at KFC's girlfriend. Unless Billy's Abby's girlfriend by now, but I don't know. And no, it's not a very good regimen for pain, because their concern is they asked me, the doctor's White Orchard asked me, how long have you been alternating Tylenol and ibuprofen? And I told them as long, that's why they did the test on me in the hospital, make sure my kidneys were okay. And my kidney function is amazing. My kidney blood work came back phenomenal. So Felicia Stone for saying that I'm on caffeine pills, as you claim, my kidneys would be a little fucking compromised by now. Yeah, I don't want anything other, but they were stating, I don't want anything else. I want to figure out what's causing the pain to possibly make it better. I don't like pain pills anyway, but they brought up that the alternated Tylenol and ibuprofen could be hard on my kidneys and hard on my liver. However, after they did all the blood work, praise Jesus, my kidneys and liver look fine, so that's a good sign. I don't talk to any of them. I don't talk to Sheena or any of her minions. Yes, I know. Yes, to alternate it, but not long term. Not long term. They mentioned to me if I've been on Tylenol and ibuprofen alternation as long as I've been, we gotta figure out what's causing the chronic joint pain from head to toe. Like, I have sharp burning pains in my elbows all the time. And if it ain't sharp burning pain in my elbows, it's like the joints behind my knees are always hurting. My hip, where my hip joints are, is always hurting. They already told me I have ptosis in my shoulders. So my shoulders hurting makes sense. But all the other joints hurting, I don't know. Chronic arthritis, I guess. But then sometimes it feels like somebody's poking me with hot burning needles right in where I had my epidural shot. So I honestly think I got severe nerve damage from my epidural. Yeah, short term. They asked me how long I've been alternating. Have they checked for fibromyalgia? They said I had a lot of signs and symptoms of it when I was 20, and I don't know how uneducated this doctor was. She said there weren't an actual test for fibromyalgia. I don't know how true she was. She just said by age 40, I would know because the symptoms of it can get highly, highly worse. So it is something they're looking into, but they think it's deeper. They're more concerned on what caused me to faint and what's causing the radiating neck pain up to the back of my neck. My head. First I had that, I know. Well, welcome back, sweetheart. The other day, something happened where I went to go sit up. I was sitting outside on my chair, and I could feel that pain in the back of my neck happening. So I started rubbing my neck, because I'm used to rubbing my neck when it starts hurting. So then I stood up, and then all of a sudden my right leg just started twitching all on its own, and my husband had to help me get to a spot where I could sit down. That's the shit I'm dealing with. I clearly know it's nerves. It has to be nerves. That was probably the scariest thing besides fainting. It was like I had no control over my legs and they were just kind of doing their own thing. I believe, I don't know, because when I see my charts, all I see is that my iron was really low. I think I got nerve damage from my epidural. I've been telling them that for 12 fucking years. So listen to this. When I was giving birth to my daughter 12 years ago, I got the epidural and they said the first shot missed. I don't know what that means. They just said it missed. So then they had to give me a second shot of the epidural. And since then, I've been literally complaining about the same thing since my daughter was born. Somebody also said they hope I see a neurologist because they think that if they don't figure it out, it's gonna, like, that's why everyone's hoping I could see a brain specialist. I can only see chat when your face is. I know, and I don't know why it's glitching where it ain't doing it now. Did you notice that? Because my face is in the center. See? It's just darker. See, it's dark in here, so you won't be able to see me. That way you guys can see the chat. I have a little bit, and I'm gonna make some coffee. I need them to understand what I'm saying is not because I'm crazy. That's what I told the doctor. I need them to hear with all my symptoms so they can figure out what's going on. And that's what I told the doctor. And she's like, well, we're going to do a whole bunch of run-ups. That's what she said. And she congratulated me on for losing all the weight. She said being that 9 years ago I was almost 300 pounds and now I'm down to 176. Great job. But like she said, let's make sure it's for the healthy reason. Yeah, and then when I go see the specialist and we get all the results back, I can tell you right now, my sisters are going to be sitting with foot in mouth like you wouldn't believe because they just don't have a clue. Everything I've ever stated about either one of them was the truth of what they've done or what they've been through or who they've wronged. I've spent my whole life with those sisters trying to prove that hey, it's Jess, you're cool, sis. Like, and nothing I've ever done. Nothing I've ever done, no matter how much improvement, how much help I went, how many mental hospitals I've been at, how many group homes I was sent to. I mean, I was the one that was always sent away. None of them. I was always sent away. And I thank God that I was, because I think it's what saved me and made me so much different. Anna Lee, thank you. Thank you so much. And losing all this weight, I didn't know that sitting would be so uncomfortable. And that's not because of the pain. Like, that's literally just, I notice a lot more when I don't have no cushion. I can feel like I can sit and feel my butt cheek when I sit. So it's weird. It's weird. It's weird to lean over and like hit my collarbone on something because I lost so much weight, and then it hurts because there's no weight around it. So there's a lot I'm still learning to accept while I look in the mirror and not recognize myself anymore. But I love myself. I'm so sorry, Jessica. I did not know. You're a strong woman. Thank you so much. All my sisters knew all my complications. They just kept gaslighting it. Like, even when I was having that ovarian pain, because of the cyst I found out that was on the ovaries, I wanted more than anything a normal family, because my big sister, when she didn't hate me for the narrative of the people that support her, I remember she had a whole bunch of ovarian problems when she had her children. I remember she had a lot of complications with a lot of pain. I do remember that. And I wanted more than, and Felicia was right at my house when I shared that with her and said, there's just so many more moments where I want to like call my big sister and be like, hey, I know you were going through this. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just so different. And for being so strong, each day I feel weaker. Ugh. No, actually, I was talking about my medical issues and how I wanted to call up my big sister when I was having ovarian pain because she could relate. I wasn't really talking about them. I was talking about me. There's a lot about me that nobody knows. There's so much. They've painted such different pictures of who I am. Nobody even knows who I really truly am. It's sweet sir, not sweetheart. Sweetheart? No, it's sweet sir. Sheena and my sister Felicia, both my sisters. All those heart-to-hearts we had, me and my twin, right out on the back porch. And then she's literally going to make up all this shit to fit herself, to justify her own actions. I kept telling her when she was here and she kept leaving to go to meetings, I was like, Felicia, please don't run. Don't get scared and run. And it's exactly what she did. Not towards me. She did it towards her own kid this time. Oh, I thought I was trying to say like sweet's heart. Like a sweet heart. So yeah, I put sweet shart. Put the underscore so that I know what you mean, because I thought you were calling her sweetheart. Like sweetheart. Sorry. Sheena don't even mean to not have a heart. The reason she's so cold is our mother was so cold. Felicia was screaming tonight that I was like my mother. My mother was the cold hardest bitch you'll ever meet. She had no empathy. She had no emotional connection to any of her children. Even when the divorce happened, she waited 2 fucking months before she even came to see us kids. 2 months before we even had our Christmas with her. Because, yeah, they got divorced right around Christmas Eve. Because that was the poison we didn't know we shouldn't have been drinking, which was the poison of the parents, which was not our poison to drink, but we all drank it as kids, as we call it, the divorce. My dad is nothing at all who he was as the man that raised us. My dad is a very respectful man that's come and overcame a lot and changed who he is and who he was to the better version of himself. And I'm very grateful my kids get to know who their bumper is. My mother's the same exact person as she once was. She stays on fake accounts just to watch all of our profiles. Then she messages Felicia and tells her to take down ones that she don't like because it gives her a bad image. Well, then I get accused that I do TikToks about my mom, and I don't really care because I have a no contact, no problem with her. Because I've learned in therapy how narcissistic Cheryl Thompson really is. So with that being said, My other sisters just kind of learned the behaviors, never knew how to get out of learning the behaviors, and stayed in the cycle of narcissism. Oh, Bonnie, I haven't had fucking Dunkin' or even a coffee in a fucking decade, but that's how it goes when you're paying for other things. My hubby might actually bless me one today, I don't know. Sheena is the only one that actually talks to her outside the app. I believe Felicia might. They all lie. My mother would tell me that she don't talk to none of the siblings, and she would break my boundaries. Come to find out, she was talking to them all. She plays the middle as the mother. When she knows one ain't getting along, she becomes besties with that one. So right now it is Cheryl, Felicia, and Sheena again ganging up on Jessica. It ain't even about ganging up because my mother's under a fake account because she's too much of a coward just to use her regular name. She claims that she did stuff. Well, so does Sheena. Sheena claims she did stuff with her kids too. My mother claims the same thing, but my mother really didn't do anything. She bought our love. She tried to buy our love. She thought by getting us stuff and taking us on fancy trips was enough. I thought Sheena would be too busy begging for gifts. I think she's gone to bed. It was bad. My mother was the one last year that kept sending me all the hater pages of Sheena. And it was my mother that kept sending me screenshots in the text messenger. Even after I told my mother I didn't want no part of it. Even when I told her my medical stuff was going on. My mother never cared. She kept sending it until I had to go completely ghost on her and block her number. And once I did that, she got besties with Sheena again. Thank you, sweetheart. Get a good night rest. I'm waiting to make my coffee because I know my daughter's going to get up in about 30 minutes. She gets on the bus a lot earlier. And I appreciate everyone hanging out with me. Because on the nights that I can't sleep because I took a late nap, I like hanging out. So White Orchard, you must be West Coast. They did it a lot. My mother did it a lot. She even painted us against our own father. And our father wanted to have more to do with us. She managed to paint that he was the mad, evil man, but she was the narcissistic, abusive wife. So as you get older and you heal and you go through the therapy, you actually learn. You learn a lot. I remember my dad getting up with us in the morning for school, never my mom. I remember my dad. That car just went by so fucking slow on a private road. I remember as a child my dad being the one getting down on the floor and playing with all of us kids. My mother never did anything one-on-one with us, but screamed. And she would tell me that Sheena's my mother would call me up and degrade the other two sisters. My mother would call and be like, oh my gosh, did you see Sheena? That is such a fucking embarrassment. Oh, my Felicia embarrasses me. And I'd be like, Mom, I'm calling you to tell you how my kids are doing. And all you want to do, Mom, is talk shit about the other sisters. Like the fuck? It don't make sense. And knowing that they all do it right back and forth. insanity. How my mom works at my local Walmart, and she's even trying to get the Walmart employees she works with to hate me, dislike me, because she's painting this picture of me. I even get followed in fucking Walmart now. So does a lot of the other family members. What'd you hear? Was it meowing or running? Because I got my cat that's meowing like she's in heat, and then she's also bolting up and down the hallway right now. Uh, which I don't know what she's doing because she's gonna get the fucking dogs running soon. Oh, my mom was sick and demented. Do you know my mother used to call me up last year and she wanted me to. She was at her work and she was getting this big lawsuit for wrongfully being terminated. And it was my own mother. It was my own mother that kept bugging me and bugging me to follow around these people she used to work with. Like she'd call me up and be like, Jess, quick, Pam's down the road. Go see her car, get her plate number, call me back, quick. She used to call me up and be like, Jess, quick, call the cops, get them for OUI, here's their license plate. And I kept saying, Mom, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to call the cops when I don't even know the person's driving for you. Like, she used to want me to do things illegally for her. And then get mad at me because I didn't want to stalk her friends for her. But then she accused my dad of the stalker. That's what my mother did. My own damn mother. Yeah. I mean, all random times she'll be like, she'd call me up and be like, oh my gosh, Victor's over at the, he's at the Chinese restaurant. Can you call Farmington PD, Jess? I was like, Mom, no. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And then sometimes I'd be like, yeah, whatever, I will. And then I hung up. And then she'd call back in 5 minutes. And she'd be like, did you do it? And I was like, no, I didn't do it. I'm not doing it. So my mom's a fucking psycho. And Sheena and Felicia turned into 1 to 2. They never went and got help. That's why. So they became her. No one's talking.